There are many ways to use the TopSolid sketcher. In these examples, we're going to learn how to use sketch lines. Sketch lines are very powerful. Simply put, they're a line defined by a single point and an angle. For example, I'm going to pick a point here and a point there. I'm going to choose Change to Vertical from the prompt line. Pick two more points here and here. I'm going to type a value in up here of 45 degrees. I'm going to hit Enter to fill in the angle text box. I'm going to link it to that point and that point. One of the best aspects of sketch lines and many of the different curves in TopSolid is that you'll notice there's no dimensions all over the screen, making it hard for you to visualize what you're working on. A lot of our curves have their dimensional values built into them directly. For example, if I go to Modify Parameter and select this 45-degree sketch line, you'll see the 45-degree value up here in the prompt line. I can simply type 30 and replace it. Now, let's say we wanted to keep a sketch inside here, that these were just construction curves. I'm going to switch to a thicker line style, and I'm actually going to grab our contour function. I'm going to select that segment, that segment, that segment, that segment, that segment, that segment, and that segment. And you'll notice that TopSolid simply traced around all of those different curves. This is a little faster than having to trim everything. Now, in learning how to design, you've been taught that sharp corners are evil. We want to avoid those, right? So here I hit the global undo button to bring me back to the beginning of when I launched the contour function. And I'm going to start it again, but this time I'm going to do something unique. I'm going to select there to start, and now in my prompt line I'm going to change my join type from nothing to fillet, maybe the value of a 1/2 inch. And now everywhere there's a sharp corner, TopSolid's going to dynamically place a 1/2 inch fillet. Next, let's say we want to make some modifications. I'm going to go to Modify Parameter, select my sketch line because that's carrying the angle of the sketch line, set that back to 45 degrees, and you notice the contour dynamically updates. If I take my handcart, or my move parents function, select one of the sketch lines, you'll see everything dynamically update. If I go back to Modify Parameter and select the 1/2 inch radius, you notice when I put my cursor over them, it highlights all of them. That's because they were all applied at the same time, thus they're all linked. So if I typed a new value, as you'd expect, all of them are changed. Well, let's undo that once. Let's say I only wanted to modify this one locally. Well, right in the normal Modify Parameter function, I can choose to replace a value locally with a new value. And I'm just going to type 1.5 inches, make it big. All of the other values are still related, and this one is now unique. If you ever wanted to tie them back together, you can simply go to Parameter, Merge, select the parameter to keep, and what you want to merge it with. And now they're back to being related.